So this weekend, I think it's this weekend, isn't the first day of spring around the corner? I think so when we're recording this. Do you guys, I was thinking back and I remember growing up way back when, and we always had to do the spring cleaning. Like it was inbred to it, down to where we changed the draperies
Hmm.
and you
That's
changed
impressive.
your sheets, like you went to a lighter sheet
Yep.
and you changed the blankets, like the heavy blankets came off and you brought out the spring bedspread and you washed everything down and even probably changed some of the decor. And I have a funny feeling somebody out of this trio still does that. And even change your wardrobe. Do you remember putting your winter stuff away and taking your summer stuff out? Yeah, right, like, yeah. So I
But you
guess,
don't have to do that.
well, I don't, but
Oh, I put my sweater away.
when I lived in Wisconsin through the winter, I don't think I got to the habit of putting them away, like putting them in a container and storing them somewhere. It was, I would just move them from one closet and put them in another closet.
Mhm.
Mm.
So they got moved out of the master closet and put into a guest room closet. And then when the season changed, I would change
Yeah.
those clothing at that time. But I don't know, like I don't know. Do you guys still go through that whole big ritual? And I know one's going to shake her head, yes.
I do
So
a lot of it
excited to
because
do it.
that's what I was taught, right?
Yeah.
I don't do it like I know Tracy's got a whole thing about this. I don't do it like Tracy, but I definitely it's spring. It
Right.
about the
Open the
old,
windows and yeah.
bring in the new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love it. Absolutely love it. Everything gets wiped down, washed down, furniture is pulled out, uh, all of it. Like, the whole deal. I don't have enough clothes to worry about swapping closets, but um, yeah, like the heavy duvets get washed and put away and the lighter stuff gets brought out and I love that ritual. It's just right now for me in Ontario, Canada, like, there's still a ton of snow on the ground. Like there's very little grass that I can see. But when you're out there and the sun's out there, you can feel the heat. You can almost smell like spring in the air. It's just like, oh, it's right there. It's right there. It's going to happen anytime. And soon there'll be little, tulips popping up out of the ground. And I just get so excited for it. So I love doing the spring cleaning and knowing that everything has been wiped down top to bottom. And it just feels so good. I just love it. Absolutely love it.
Do you feel the same way in the transition to fall?
I do this I love fall. I don't do my spring clean happens to be centered more around the Christmas time as opposed to fall. But yes, there is that whole changeover of, like the heavy blankets come back out and, that
Hmm.
kind of stuff happens. I don't really do a deep clean. That happens again probably end of November, beginning of December for me before Christmas happens. Yeah. I got to make sure
And,
everything's clean
and,
for Santa.
and, and just so you know, viewer, if you've ever watched some of our past ones, this Tracy E is a
I have a
clean.
problem. I have a problem.
She's
Or you
told
have a
us,
hobby.
yeah, you have a hobby.
That's
Yeah.
it's not really a
She has
hobby though. It's not really a hobby, but it is it's very
therapeutic.
it's therapeutic, it's soothing, so long as I don't let myself get down a rabbit hole.
Mm.
So,
I got to be really careful about that. And I have to know when I got to stop. It's like, okay, stop. You got to stop doing this right now because like it's it's no longer that fulfilling feeling. It's like a, oh my God feeling, you
mm,
know? Yeah.
so a question
It's
for
very easy
you,
to transition over to that one. Mhm.
because we always tease you about this. I will.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
looking at your desk, does your desk get a spring cleaning?
Uh, yeah, my poor desk. Yes, it does, in that, okay, it does. Everything gets taken off, everything gets dusted. Actually, I did this just the other day. Everything gets taken up, everything gets dusted. All the file folders get dusted, everything gets dusted. I have crystals on my desk and stuff like that. All that stuff gets cleaned, and then it just all goes back on there. So, yeah, so it's just there is cleanliness amongst the clutter.
Oh, that's
You
funny.
know, I asked that question with love.
Yes, I know. I know. I'm a work in progress on doing that. And I have been very diligent on getting rid of stuff every week. Some weeks are really good. I'm like in the, getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff. Boxes of stuff have left the house. And there's other weeks where it's like I've only gotten rid of a couple of things, and I'm like, okay, I got to be okay with that. It's fine.
Yeah,
We're still working on it. It's still
yep,
progress. Yeah. So,
yep. Miss
yeah.
Tracy, G,
Oh, same thing, not to her extent.
not
Definitely
to her extent.
spring is a awakening. It's time to be new. I don't know, fresh.
Yeah,
And everything is, it's like if you go away on holiday and you come back, you don't want to come back to a dirty house. You want to come back to
right,
clean
right.
house. And that's how spring, it's like, okay, that was the winter. We're done. Let's clean everything up, change a little decor. I do that, and I do the clothing and the bedding and all that stuff. And just, I don't know, welcome this newness, this rebirth, whatever you want to call it.
Probably for me, it's a mix. And here's why. I was just thinking about it. I do it when I move to each home.
Mm.
So in May, this home will be closed down and we'll travel back to Wisconsin. So when we open the cottage, everything gets
Mm,
cleaned, like
yeah.
everything, because it's sat all winter. So things here will get cleaned up, but they'll get draped because the dust settles. So then when I come back in September, that's when the whole house gets pulled apart and everything gets cleaned and
Mm.
washed. And then I do certain things because the house is pretty easy to do. But if I have my Miss Mona, who is literally as she walks, you see the hair just falling off her body. So I guess I do mine not in the traditional time frame, but in the move time frame.
Nice. I like
Yeah, but you're
that.
still doing this
Yes,
cleanup and
yes, yes, yep.
Okay, so I have another question then about spring. Besides doing the spring cleaning in the house and wherever, do you internally feel a difference when spring shows up?
Mhm. Yeah.
You're not, to me, that's not an answer. I can't answer that.
Like, do you feel more creative? Do you feel more inspired? Do you feel more, I don't know, like it's time to renew my goals or a time to renew whatever?
Yeah, I said like it's a
Because,
newness.
Mm.
It's a definitely there's a unique feeling that comes with spring for me
Mhm.
every year. And
Mhm.
I welcome it. It's like, yeah, if there was a little bit lull in the energy, here it comes back up.
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I guess I don't really feel that any longer. When I lived through the four seasons, I did. Now I
Ah,
don't
that's
because
Oh,
I'm always in sunshine, like always.
yeah,
yeah,
that's so
that's
interesting, eh?
I have probably 2 weeks in the winter that we're down low, and I'm not bragging. This is not what this is about. The second thing is we currently rent, so I don't do any yard work. There's nothing in here. So the newness is more when I get up to the cottage
Mm.
and I plant flowers there. That's
right.
Mhm.
in May. and that energy. But because of the change, like I don't see buddings on the trees. I don't see that because we have that all year round. Our trees are
Right.
always full. I have gardenias blossoming. We have magnolias. So that's hard. Just when you guys brought that up, I just realized that probably
Wow.
the last
That-
couple of years, I
yeah.
haven't felt that because I'm not in a change of season as you are.
Mm.
My seasons don't go into a dark time. Like I don't
Wow.
hibernate in that aspect.
That's really interesting. I never
Yeah,
even
Hmm.
thought, like, I just, it's spring. You're gonna feel this way, but yeah,
yeah,
if you have
no,
the one season pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yep.
really, yeah, I never thought of that either. That's super interesting. It's good
My
though,
mother,
go ahead.
my mother used to say that all the time. That was the one thing she didn't like about living down here all year round. And I used to be, you're crazy. And then she started finding where the changes were. Like she found the different flowers that come out. So she
Right.
Mm.
found that change. Now I still see the seasons because when I head up north, it'll be May in Wisconsin. So that means I can get hit with anything. And then in October, I go out to Vermont. So I do see, and I go to Connecticut and Vermont at different times. So I do see the fall and different that. So that's where I get those different bursts, but I don't get that other stuff anymore. So
Wow, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's so interesting. I'm like you, Tracy. It's just that the whole newness of everything. It's just like the energy is just so
Hmm.
palpable
Yep.
of the whole rebirth, like,
Hmm.
and
Yep.
it's so visual.
Hmm. Yeah.
Unlike what
Yeah.
you're experiencing, Michelle, other than changes of flowers or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, so spring, for you is May, and that's, I
Yep.
mean, in Wisconsin, yeah, that's probably true.
Yep.
So yeah, and then you get to experience summer and fall there,
Yep.
and
Yep.
then come back to whatever winter shows itself in Florida.
Florida.
And like you said, there'd be different plants blooming, different
Yep.
things taking place. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's being attuned with that, I guess.
So funny thing, like, poinsettias are a big Christmas flower. They're a plant down here that people grow in their gardens.
Right.
Wow.
So in the Christmas time, you see bushes of poinsettias.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah. So that's the difference.
I just see
Love it.
branches
Yeah.
with
Yeah, we just,
no
yeah.
leaves. Not fun. Just branch.
No, no. In fact, it's kind of fun decorating for Christmas outside because it's like we're in our shorts, putting up our lights and everything. So yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
but
Yeah, we're all freezing mitts. I kept
yep.
that lights. I can't feel my fingers.
So do you do spring cleaning? Do you do the transition like we do? Or parts of us do in our own way? Put it down in the comments. We would love to hear from it. Make sure share this with somebody who does spring cleaning and make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit notifications so you know when our next episode comes out. Until next time.
Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you as a regular member of our community.